There are a bunch of people who claim that with AI, it is super easy to start a dropshipping business.
Take advantage of AI and make a ton of money.
Dropshipping's never been as simple as it is in 2023.
You can make money with Chat GPT.
So let's put Chat GPT to the test and actually see if that's true or not. First of all, we need to break down what dropshipping consists of. It is product selection, store creation, ad creation, and marketing. So let's take a look where AI is helpful and where it's totally failing.
Give me 20 dropshipping products in the cat niche.
First of all, this is actually really impressive, and to me it's pretty helpful. But the problem is that around 18 of them are shit, and 2 really good ones are hidden in between those products. So the question you're gonna have to ask yourself is, which one is it and how the fuck do you know? Because as a beginner, you're not gonna be able to tell. But if you phrase this question in a little bit of a different way, it can actually be really helpful, because what you can also do, give me 20 keywords in the cat niche that I can find in the ad library on Facebook. You can also ask it, give me 20 synonyms for cat, and it's gonna give you a bunch of synonyms. What happened here is that you found a bunch of keywords which you can search on all the ad spy platforms or directly in the ad library, and instantly you're gonna see a bunch of people selling products right now. Also, by the way, I'm pretty impressed on how many synonyms there are for cat. I wasn't expecting that. So next is store creation, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put the AliExpress link into ChatGPT and ask it to write us a product description. The cool thing about this is one trick I've learned, which is you can actually input information and it gets better. So if you take 10 stores, which either you created or you see competitors did, and you basically put them all as examples into ChatGPT and you tell them, make another product description, which is exactly as good as those 10, and you use the same style, you're basically gonna get a much better product description. So what you should generally do is inputting information into ChatGPT instead of only extracting. So the product description part is actually super useful. Unfortunately, the product description is one of the least important things about the dropshipping business in general. And if you're in disbelief about that, I've actually made a specific video called Do Not Brand, where I basically explain to you why you shouldn't brand a dropshipping store and why this whole store thing is overhyped. All right, so next up is ad creation. I've honestly noticed that the most useful thing you can use ChatGPT for is generally scripting. You can tell ChatGPT, write me 10 UGC scripts for influencers so they say them. And that is actually going to save you a lot of work, especially if you already have a few example ads of videos with good scripts. You input them and you tell them, write me scripts in this format, but about this other product. Also, you can give specific pain points or specific marketing angles which you want to use by yourself. For example, you say, all right, the product is 50% off, and also it specifically talks about cats being anxious without this product. First of all, keep in mind that ChatGPT just gives you ideas. If you're starting out with dropshipping, only this, just copy and pasting the whole script from ChatGPT is probably not the best idea. Also, you need to fact check it and not let it say random bullshit which is literally not true about your product, and then in the end of the day, it's false advertising and you overpromise about your product. The last thing we're gonna ask ChatGPT is, how can I market this product on Facebook? So the answer here is very vague, but it actually does give you a pretty simple overview of what to do. It's a pretty simplified version, but overall, that's actually not that bad of a to-do list. All right, so set your conversion campaigns, define your target audience, create attention-grabbing visuals, write compelling ad copy, use testimonials as social proof. All of those things are definitely right. Now keep in mind that those are very basic. Doing this is not going to be anything special at all, and it's definitely not going to give you an edge. So the question you need to ask yourself is, where can you actually get an edge on your competition? And it is basically on 2 things. Number 1 is the product, and number 2 is the ads. If you select extremely good products and have amazing ads which are done for them, you're going to be profitable, especially with a good store and a good offer. And all in all, I would say that ChatGPT is definitely helpful, but it's not even close to being useful for a non-experienced dropshipper. If you don't know what is good and what you're looking out for, you're just going to take ChatGPT's word for what it is and start advertising bullshit. So if you are actually interested in getting guided through the entire process of building a dropshipping business, making good stores, finding good products, and making amazing ads, what you can do is apply for a mentoring program with me personally, and we're going to figure out if it's a good fit. It's just going to be me and my team looking over your shoulder and telling if the product is good or bad, what to change about the ads. We're going to give you all the contacts of our video creators, our store creators, our suppliers. The entire network we have is going to be your network. And if you're interested, check it out below, and I will talk to you soon.